Let me tell you something straight up. The path to greatness is not paved with convenience. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of every achievement, the foundation of every victory, and the backbone of every story worth telling. Without it, dreams remain dreams. Goals are just wishes, and potential is squandered into oblivion. Self-discipline is not some mystical force reserved for a select few. It is a muscle that grows stronger every single day you decide to show up, no matter how you feel. It doesn't care about your excuses, your circumstances, or your comfort. It demands one thing from you: relentless action. It's all my favorite three. Now, let's cut to the fluff. Everyone wants success. Everyone wants the accolades, the recognition, the rewards. But the harsh truth is, few are willing to endure what's required to get there. Self-discipline separates the contenders from the pretenders. It's not about talent, it's about commitment. Talent can take you far, but discipline will take you further. Now let's think about the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. The moments when quitting seemed like the easiest option. Did you quit? Or did you push through? That's the moment where discipline defines who you are. Discipline is forged in the crucible of struggle. It's the voice inside you that says, keep going, even when the world tells you to stop. It's the steel in your spine when the weight of your challenges feels unbearable. You see, discipline is not about grand gestures. It's about the small daily decisions that compound over time. It's waking up when the alarm goes off instead of hitting snooze. It's going to the gym when every fiber of your being wants to stay in bed. It's choosing broccoli over burgers, books over binge watching, and effort over excuses. Discipline doesn't care about your feelings. It cares about your actions. And actions, my friend, are what define your destiny. So how you cultivate this powerhouse within, start with the basics. Build habits that challenge you. Set a goal so audacious it scares you. Then break it down into steps you can tackle daily. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Perfection is a myth that paralyzes more dreams than failure ever could. Let's be real, self-discipline is uncomfortable. It's painful. It's lonely. But guess what? Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens when you're out there grinding, sweating, and pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. It happens when you're willing to do what others won't, so you can live a life others can't. And here's the kicker. Self-discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. You're going to fail. You're going to slip up. There will be moments when you feel the crushing weight of defeat, and doubt will creep in, whispering that you're not strong enough, not capable enough. But discipline is what gets you back on track every single time. It's the voice inside you that refuses to let failure define you. It's not about never falling. It's about always rising, stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Every stumble is an opportunity to recalibrate, to learn, and to grow. Discipline transforms those moments of setback into fuel for your relentless ascent toward your goals. The enemy of discipline is instant gratification. We live in a world where everything is designed to make us comfortable and complacent. The easy way out is always right there, whispering in your ear. But discipline isn't about what's easy. It's about what's right. It's about delaying the reward, embracing the grind, and trusting the process. And sometimes you don't have the reward right there. You need to trust the process. Think of self-discipline as a bridge. On one side is who you are today. On the other side is who you want to become. Every act of discipline lays a plank on that bridge. Miss a day, and you got a gap. Miss too many, and the bridge collapses. But stay consistent, and one day, you'll cross over to the person you were always meant to be. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're running a marathon. The first few miles feel great. You're full of energy, fueled by the excitement of starting something new. But then you hit mile 20, and the pain sets in. Your legs feel like lead, your lungs are on fire, and your mind is screaming for you to stop. That's the moment of truth. That's where discipline takes over. It tells you to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even when every step feels like agony. And when you cross that finish line, you'll realize something profound. The pain was temporary, but the pride is forever. Discipline is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not about how fast you start. It's about how strong you finish, how resilient you remain, and how unwaveringly you commit to the journey. It's about showing up every day, whether it's raining or shining, whether you're feeling motivated or utterly drained. Discipline is the courage to move forward even when the weight of the world is on your shoulders. It's about doing the work, not just for the applause of others, but for the integrity of knowing you gave your all, especially when no one is watching. That's when the true test of character is forged. And here's the beautiful part. Discipline breeds confidence. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you're telling your subconscious, I can rely on me. You're building trust in your own abilities. You're creating a track record of wins, no matter how small, that fuels your belief in what you're capable of. So ask yourself, what's stopping you? Fear? Laziness? Doubt? Whatever it is, it's time to face it head on. Because the only way out is through. The only way to conquer your weaknesses is to attack them relentlessly. The only way to achieve your goals is to commit to them with unwavering discipline. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for motivation to strike. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is eternal. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the fire. Remember this. You are capable of more than you think. The limits you perceive are often self-imposed. The barriers you see are illusions created by fear. But discipline, true, unyielding discipline, will shatter those illusions and push you beyond those limits. It will transform you into a force to be reckoned with. It will transform you into a force to be reckoned with. Don't just aim to be disciplined. Aim to embody it. Let it seep into every aspect of your life. Be disciplined in your thoughts, your actions, your habits. Be disciplined in how you treat yourself and others. Be disciplined in how you pursue your dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. Try to be as unwaveringly disciplined in how you pursue your dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. In the end, discipline is not just a tool for success. It is a way of life. It is a mindset, a philosophy, a commitment to excellence, and a declaration of purpose. It is the ultimate act of self-respect and self-love. When you are disciplined, you are saying to the world and to yourself, I value myself enough to do what it takes, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how long it takes. It's the resolute statement that you refuse to settle for less than your best, that you are willing to endure the trials, the failures, and the struggles because you know you are worth it. Discipline is the armor you wear against the chaos of life and the compass that steers you toward your highest potential. But let me make this clear. Discipline does not mean denying yourself joy or becoming a machine. True discipline is balanced. It's about aligning your daily actions with your deepest values and highest aspirations. It's not about punishing yourself. It's about empowering yourself. It's about saying no to distractions so you can say yes to purpose. It's about sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term fulfillment. Think of an artist sculpting a masterpiece. Each strike of the chisel is deliberate. Each decision, no matter how small, contributes to the final form. That's what discipline does to your life. It carves away the unnecessary, the harmful, the superficial, and leaves behind the extraordinary. It takes your raw potential and molds it into greatness. It takes your raw potential and molds it into greatness. And let's not forget the ripple effect. When you cultivate discipline, you're not just transforming your life, you're inspiring others. Your actions set an example for those around you. Your resilience becomes a beacon for those struggling to find their own strength. Discipline is contagious. When you embody it, you give others permission to rise to their own challenges. But here's the thing. You have to want it. No one can give you discipline. No one can force you to show up, to do the work, to endure the pain. That's on you. It's your responsibility, your burden, and your glory. And that's what makes it so powerful. Discipline is earned, not given. It's a badge of honor that no one can take away from you. So start small if you must. Begin with one disciplined act today, no matter how minor it may seem. Wake up 5 minutes earlier. Skip that tempting dessert. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Then do it again tomorrow. And the day after that. String those acts together and you'll find yourself building an unshakable foundation. With each deliberate choice, you're not just forming habits. You're crafting an identity. Before you know it, you've built a life defined by purpose, resilience, and extraordinary achievement. Embrace the grind with open arms, the struggle with unwavering resolve, and the sacrifice with pride. You're stronger than you think. You're more capable than you know. Deep within you lies a well of potential, untapped and waiting for your command. And with discipline as your compass, there's no limit to the mountains you can climb or the barriers you can shatter. So rise up, not just for today, but for every tomorrow that demands your excellence. Take control of your destiny with an unwavering resolve. Ignite the fire within, let it blaze with purpose, and unleash the greatness that has always been there. The world isn't just waiting. It needs your brilliance, your strength, your disciplined spirit. It's time to show them and yourself the unstoppable force you were born to be. Let's take this to another level, because the conversation about self-discipline is far from over. If you think you've already reached your peak, I'm here to tell you that you're wrong. There's always another gear, a higher level of intensity, a deeper well of resilience waiting to be tapped. And discipline, true, unrelenting discipline, is what will take you there. First, let's address the lies we tell ourselves. I'm too tired. I'm too busy. I'm not good enough. These are the chains we willingly put on ourselves, and every time we indulge them, we strengthen their grip. Here's the truth. Tired is a state of mind. Busy is a poor excuse. And good enough? That's for people who've already decided to settle for mediocrity. Discipline is what tears those chains apart. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't entertain your pity party. It demands that you show up, regardless of how you feel. Think about the moments in your life when you've been tested the most. Were you prepared, or did you crumble under the pressure? Discipline isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about being ready for life's curveballs. When you train your body and your mind to endure discomfort, to thrive under pressure, you become unshakable. The storms will come, that's guaranteed. But when you've mastered discipline, you're not just surviving the storm, you're thriving in it. Now, let's talk about consistency. Everyone can be disciplined for a day, maybe even a week. But true discipline, the kind that changes lives, requires you to show up day after day, week after week, year after year. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't need external motivation to keep going. You're not waiting for inspiration to strike because you've built your life on action. Inspiration might light the fire, but discipline keeps it burning. Let's get real about sacrifice too. Discipline will demand things from you that most people aren't willing to give. It will ask you to trade comfort for growth, convenience for challenge, and immediate gratification for long-term fulfillment. And here's the thing, most people won't understand your journey. They'll call you obsessed. They'll say you're doing too much. Let them. Their opinions are irrelevant to your mission. Discipline doesn't require validation. It thrives in the shadows, away from applause and recognition. One of the greatest truths about discipline is that it's a form of freedom. It's counterintuitive, isn't it? The more disciplined you are, the freer you become. Free from the chaos of procrastination. Free from the regret of missed opportunities. Free from the limits you once placed on yourself. Discipline unlocks a version of you that's not shackled by fear, laziness, or doubt. It's the key to living a life on your own terms. And let's not sugarcoat this. The path of discipline is hard. It's supposed to be hard. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But that's exactly what makes it so rewarding. Every early morning, every tough decision, every moment of struggle is a brick in the fortress you're building. And when you look back, you'll realize that those hard moments were the ones that shaped you the most. So here's the challenge, double down. Wherever you're at right now, push further. If you're running 5 miles, make it 6. If you're waking up at 6 a.m., set the alarm for 5:30. If you're studying for 2 hours, make it 3. Don't just meet the standard, obliterate it. The more you demand from yourself, the more you'll discover what you're truly capable of. Remember, discipline isn't just about doing, it's about being. It's about becoming the person who doesn't flinch in the face of adversity, who doesn't make excuses, who doesn't back down. It's about becoming a warrior in a world that glorifies comfort. And when you embody discipline, you're not just transforming your life, you're setting an example for everyone around you. Your actions speak louder than words, and your relentless pursuit of excellence will inspire others to rise to their own challenges. So stop waiting. Stop hesitating. The perfect moment doesn't exist. Start now, right here, right where you are. Take that first step, then the next, and the next. Build momentum. Build habits. Build yourself. Because the truth is, no one's coming to save you. No one's going to do the work for you. It's on you to create the life you want, and discipline is the tool that will get you there. The world doesn't need more people who are just getting by. It needs people who are thriving, who are pushing boundaries, who are setting new standards. Be one of those people. Be the example. Be the inspiration. And when you look back on your life, you won't just feel proud of what you've achieved, you'll feel proud of who you've become. Discipline is the difference between a life of mediocrity and a life of greatness. Choose greatness. Choose discipline. And never, ever look back.